السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أهلا بكم طلابي الأعزاء في درس اليوم والدرس الجديد إن شاء الله. We'll talk about some general rules. Yeah, in the last guest I'd like to remind you what we did about in the last class. Yes, last class we talked about the adjectives. Very simple thing. Yes. Yeah, if I want to describe a material or a thing or a person, whatever, I will use only the adjective. So the adjective, one adjective will say, yes, this is the adjective. I will mention one adjective to talk about one thing. So you say, for example, Asil is smart. I'm talking about one. If I want to compare between two things, two persons, we'll use the comparative adjective. And we know how to form the comparative adjectives, ER or more. So we'll say, for example, yeah, we have done so many examples. He is taller than me. So this is comparative. And if I'd like to compare between more than two, three more, we will use the superlative adjective. So we will use either est if it is short, or most if it is long, or the ones which are irregular ones, the adjective which are irregular ones. So okay, you'll say, for example, if I say we'll use superlative. Dunya is the most intelligent student. So in this case we use superlative adjective. That is about the adjectives. Do you have any question about them؟ في سؤال على الدرس الماضي؟ واضح تقريبا إن شاء الله. Today we will talk about some general rules. نتكلم على بعض القواعد العامة من هنا وهناك. Let's start with the first thing, connecting words. كلمات الوصل. We'll talk about 3 types of them. Number 1 is both and. Both and. Both and. We use both and to mean the one and the other. So here we use one and the other. For example, look at the first example. Both Hamza and Ahmed specialized in mechatronic engineering. So when I say both Hamza and Ahmed specialized in mechatronic, yes, we joined two things, connected two things, Ahmed and Hamza. They are specialized in they specialized in mechatronic engineering. Yes, we can use and without both, but we use both generally for emphasis. قد نستخدم في هذه الحالات يمكن أقول حمزة and أحمد. It's okay. لكن لما استخدم both يكون أكثر تأكيدا، فيسموها for emphasis للتأكيد. وإلا لو استخدمت حمزة and أحمد it will be okay, the same. There is no problem, but for emphasis we use both. The second example, Ali is both a teacher and a football player. So he's both a teacher and a football player. And he is a teacher as well as a football player. So here for emphasis we use both. Otherwise we can use and. Okay. Number 2, either or. We use either or to mean the one or the other, not both. The first one we use both. Here, this or this. Either Muhammad or Osama will marry. I am not sure. So I don't know who will marry, either Muhammad or Osama. One of them, not both. The binary system uses either letters or numbers. So either this or this, not both. We use either, so to the one or the other. Either Farah or Salwa will come tomorrow. One of them will come. So either or. Okay? Clear. Number three, neither nor. Neither nor. We use neither nor to mean not the one or the other. So it is opposite of number one. Both and. Neither this nor that. لا هذا ولا هذا. To mean not the one or the other. Neither Amin nor Nasr are in the class. They are absent today. Amin is absent and Nasr is absent. So both of them are absent. Neither this nor this one. They are absent. The last example, number two. She has neither a mobile nor a laptop. So she doesn't have mobile, she doesn't have a laptop. Not this one. So we can use this neither this. One thing you have to remember about either or and neither nor, they are followed by a positive verb, not negative. So you cannot say neither Amin nor Nasser are not in the class. You cannot make it negative after them. The verb after them generally is positive. الفعل في الغالب بعد neither nor و either or يكون مثبت وليس منفي. الزمن. Clear? واضح? So both and can be used for emphasis to mean the one and the other. Either or to mean either this or this. يا أما هذا أو هذا. The one or the other. Number three, neither nor. It is the opposite of number one. Nor this, neither this nor this one. So not the one or the other. So it will tell me about لا هذا ولا هذا. This is very simple thing. Clear? Okay, good. Let's move to talk about something else. I think this is very clear. You have to remember when we use both and, just the one with this one. When do we use them? So for example, if I ask you in the exam, we use both and to mean the one or the other. False. Be careful, okay? We use it. Or I'll give you a sentence and you use them. Very simple. You have to remember this. Okay, now we'll talk about to and enough. When do you use to and enough? We use to and enough to talk about the qualities of a substance, person, or situation. So to describe a person, thing, كذا, نستخدم to and enough. But there are some differences that you have to remember about to and enough. When do we use them? To and enough. To, it means very in this case. جدا. Enough, كفاية, وينم. The rule of to and to first. To is followed by an adjective or adverb. So if I use to, I have to use after it an adjective. What does it mean? I cannot use to and noun after it. So use to plus adjective or adverb. That is one thing you have to remember. Yes, the liquid, look at the examples. Number one. The liquid is too hot. Sorry, the liquid is too thick. So thick is the adjective and we use to before the adjective. We cannot use thick too. The liquid is thick too. It will have another meaning. Two means also in this case. But here I am using it as the meaning of very. You must avoid driving too quickly. Quickly is adverb or adjective? It is adverb. So we can use to modify, what do you call it, pre-modifier of adverb. Too quickly. Very quickly. in simple way. 3. Aden is too hot nowadays. Very hot. Too hot nowadays. So Aden is too hot is the adjective too. Okay, too, right? In the adjective hot, and too here is considered to be an adverb. That is one thing you have to remember. Then we have too much plus uncountable noun. I can use too much, and in this case we can follow them by uncountable noun, not adjective. Okay, so too without much can be used with adjective, but too much is followed by uncountable noun اسم لا يعد. Look at the example number 1. Don't put too much water in the bucket. Don't put too much water. So too followed by much. Water is a noun here. It is not adjective. A noun, and it is uncountable. It should be uncountable noun because we know that much is always used with uncountable. We cannot use much with countable. There is too much oil on the ground. Too much oil. Oil is an uncountable noun. Much too. That's the idea. Clear? So too, if it is alone without much, it can be used only with adjective or adverb before the adjective, before the adverb. But if it is, if you use it with the noun, it should be too much plus uncountable noun. That is the very simple thing. That is okay. Clear? واضح يا شباب؟ اوكي. إذا تو تتبع بعدها تتبع يا إما بصفة أو بأدفرب. هذه قاعدتها، تتبع بصفة أو بأدفرب. تتبع بصفة أو بأدفرب، ما تتبعش باسم. قد تتبع في اسم في حالة واحدة إذا جاءت too much كثير جدا، لكن too much في هذه الحالة تتبع بإيش؟ باسم لا يعد. باسم لا يعد مش معدود uncountable noun الذي هو too much water, too much oil, too much butter, whatever. اسم لا يعد. ولا هي الأصل تستخدم تتبع بأدجكتيف. That is one thing you have to remember. Remember this one because we'll come to see enough to differentiate between two and enough. Enough. So we know that in a two we use two plus adjective, but the rule of enough is the opposite. We use adjective plus enough. We use adjective plus enough. So we'll say the room is big enough for the meeting. Where is the adjective? Big is the adjective, and enough is after the adjective. You cannot say the room is enough big. No. Is too big? Yes. But not enough big for the meeting. Clear? You remember this one. So the room is big enough. The girl is beautiful enough. The girl is beautiful enough. So the girl is beautiful enough. What is the adjective? Beautiful is the adjective. Enough is the word, quality. So you cannot say that the girl is enough beautiful. ما تركبش. The load is not heavy enough. The adjective heavy and enough is the after the adjective, not before the adjective. We can use enough but before the noun. That is the other one. Remember this one. So if it is an adjective, enough will be after the adjective. But if it is a noun, the noun is after the adjective. It is the opposite. Okay? Look at the examples. The students need enough time to study. Here we have time. Time is noun, not adjective. So in this case we used enough before it because it is a noun. It is not an adjective. If it were an adjective, it should be after, but here it is a noun. So time is a noun, so you say enough time, not time enough. Good? Nice. There is no enough food in the fridge. There is no enough food. Food is a noun. So we used enough before the noun. Not food enough. It is enough food. Okay, clear? Yes. So enough will be used after the adjective, before the noun. After the adjective, before the noun. Imran is tall enough to get something from the ceiling. So tall enough, not enough tall. But if we have a noun, it will be enough then noun. Enough then noun. واضح يا شباب؟ بالعربي حاضر حاضر. الفرق بين to و enough. أول فرق إنه to تستخدم قبل الصفة، لكن enough تستخدم بعد الصفة. هذا واضح. too tall okay. tall enough okay. okay. we can use enough زائد noun. ممكن نستخدم أنا enough قبل الاسم لكن ليست قبل الصفة. قبل الاسم وليس قبل ليش؟ الصفة. نقول enough time, enough food, enough water, enough whatever يأتي بعدها اسم. فإذا جاءت enough الأولى فيأتي بعدها اسم، أما إذا جاءت صفة فالenough تكون بعدها. هذا الفرق واضح جدا إن شاء الله. أوكي. Let's move to talk about something else. Okay, so we talked about to and enough. We know the difference, so I think it is clear. Do you have any question, guys? Clear? واضح يا عفيف؟ لؤي، نذير، غالب، يحيى، يوسف. واضح. Okay. Let's start to talk about something else. Big linking sentences. How to link sentences. كيف نربط جملتين. We'll use some linking words. We call them because. Because is used to give a reason for something. So it will give me a reason. So it links to sentences to give me a reason why. تعطيني سبب. Very simple. Number one, for example, I do the job because I have an experience. Because I have an experience. So it gives me a reason. Why did I get the job? The reason I have an experience. So it will give me a reason. Number two, قيس and صديق study mechatronic engineering. Why? Because they like solving problems. So they gave me a reason why they study mechatronic engineering. Because they like to solve problems. Okay? So because it will be like this one. Hashid is absent today. Why? Because he is sick. Because he is sick. So give me the reason why he is absent. That is because. So is used to give a result. So it gives me a result. تعطيني نتيجة. تعطيني نتيجة. Look at the example. Laith and Majd are not interested in medicine. So what is the result? The result that they study engineering. So they study engineering. So it is like opposite of because. So they study engineering. Why? Because they are not interested in medicine. It is the opposite. Number two, there is not enough time. What is the result of that? We don't have enough time. So we have to study hard. We have to study hard. So will give me uh, it will give me uh, a result because it will give me a reason. Clear? So that is because and so. واضح يا حليم؟ انتبه يا دارس. Okay. However, it is one of the linking words that links two sentences. However is used to present a contrast with an idea in a previous sentence. So it will join two sentences. The second one is a contrast. They contrast each other. So we can use however, which means but like in some different. I am studying engineering. However, my real interest is in medicine. For example, we say like this one. It is in medicine. So here we give a contrast. في أنا أدرس هندسة لكن رغبتي الأصلية في الميديسن. Okay. Sayaf is studying biomedical engineering. However, he likes to be a teacher. Okay. So it contrasts. Manufacturing body parts is expensive. However, it is becoming cheaper every year. So there is a contrast. صناعة أعضاء الجسم غالية لكنها أصبحت أرخص كل سنة. So we will use this one. Remember that we use this one. You remember this. However, we use it at the beginning of the second sentence. So we will write a sentence, then full stop, then however, start with capital, then comma, then we finish the sentence. That is about however, the however. Clear? So because, once again, very quickly, because is it to give a reason? Give me a reason why like this one. So it is the opposite. It will give me a result. So it will give me a result. So because give me a result. So it is the opposite both so and because they are almost the opposite ones. Suhaib went to the market because he wants to buy something. He went to the market because he wants to buy something. Okay. Or we can say Suhaib wants to buy something, so he went to the market. واضح يا ريان؟ انتبه يا أمير. Okay. However, it will give me contrast. That is the idea. So very clear, I think this one. So because, so, however. إذا وصلنا إلى الختام. The end النهاية. أشكركم على المتابعة ونشد على أيديكم. اجتهدوا في المذاكرة للامتحان وربنا يوفقكم إن شاء الله. ولا تنسوا حل الواجبات في نهاية كل كلاس 4 لأنها ستكون عليها هي تقييم أعمال السنة عليها. فمعكم في نهاية كل درس معكم 4 دروس. في نهاية كل درس معكم واجبات بسيطة، حلوها على أساس التكاليف حق الأعمال الفصل. ربنا يوفقكم إن شاء الله.